Welcome to Rise Up Yoga. We gather here today to pay our respects to the recently deceased, the Ashley you once knew. Today I stand before you as the physical manifestation of death, and I will be your guide through your practice. Now, just a few reminders before we begin our journey together. If you have a yoga block, I recommend grabbing it, as you'll have the opportunity to use it during your practice today. If you don't have one, that's completely all right. You'll be able to do this practice without it. If you'd like to support the growth of our channel, remember to like this video and subscribe. We also have some exclusive content on Patreon now as well, which include meditations, breath work, exclusive yoga videos, and much more. So we'll link to that in the description below. Whenever you're ready, you can hop onto your mat, come into a cross-legged seat, and we'll begin. Your tarot journey has led you to the desert, a place where survival is challenged and life is sparse. Here is your meeting with death, card number 13. Death is really transformation, change. It's a sudden end to old cycles that are no longer serving you, and a letting go of who you've been. Sometimes these changes can really be resisted, even if they're for your highest good. Often this can be either because you're afraid of change, or you have an attachment to who you once were. Although you must know that the old self that you're letting go doesn't cease to be. It simply transforms. Death is really a rebirth, a doorway to a new beginning. It's the cocoon that houses the caterpillar right before it emerges as a butterfly. So today's class we will use as a death portal, one that ushers you through change so that you may emerge on the other side of your practice, a newly transformed version of yourself. To get started, find your way all the way onto your back. Take your time getting there as you lower your spine all the way towards the earth. As you arrive, knees in towards your chest, open them wide, and then lift your heels towards the sky. You can wrap your hands around the outsides of your feet or the insides of them, and then pull your feet towards your body as we meet in Happy Baby. Just take a few rounds of breaths here to yourself. Maybe lifting and lowering your heels, finding some dynamic movement in your body. As you breathe and move, I invite you to tap into that energy, a baby. Entering into that space of curiosity, of new perspective. Allow that energy to flow through you. And then start to bring your knees in towards the soles of your feet onto the mat. Arms reach by your side, fingers reaching towards your toes. On an inhale, press into your palms, lift your hips up towards the sky as we come into bridge. Option to snuggle your shoulders under your body, and even option to clasp your hands behind your back. Continue pressing into your heels, lifting up through the hips, engaging through your quads, your hamstrings. Keep inviting your breath into this space in a very intentional way. On an exhale, drop your hips all the way towards the earth, release your hands. Walk your feet a little bit wider than hip width distance, and then start to drop your knees to the left or to the right. Just taking a few movements back and forth at your own pace. Gently create this spaciousness in the hips. Once you've evened out the sides of your body, bring your knees back in towards your chest, hands around your shins. Start to take a few rocks side to side, forward and back. Maybe even taking a few circles with your knees. Stay in this really playful energy that this happy baby brings. Start to relax the soles of your feet onto the earth. Rock your hips forwards, come all the way to seated, and then keep your movement going until you make your way into tabletop. Find your way to the middle of your mat. Plant your palms firmly on the earth. Bring your knees wide. Your toes will meet at center. Hips reach towards your heels, and then you can crawl your hands towards the top of the mat. Allow your forehead to reach towards the mat. So easing into our practice with soft movements. Moving on to the next stage of our journey as we arrive in child's pose. So no longer are we resting in happy baby, but we've moved forth into a new cycle. Allow your breath to follow you through every transformational space that we enter. And then I invite you to sit in this energy of a child, the part of you that so needs support, love, care, and nurturing. Start to walk your hands all the way over towards the right side of your mat. Pull your left shoulder towards the earth. Get that stretch through the left side of your body as you open up through the muscles of the intercostals of the ribs. So regardless of the support and nurturing that you received or didn't receive in childhood, I invite you to give that to yourself now. You've already made it to your yoga practice. Just recognize the level of self-care that comes with that. Start to walk your hands all the way over towards the left. Right shoulder drops towards the earth. Really bring your awareness to the length happening all the way from your hips towards your fingers. Notice your breath as it expands the sides of your body, through your belly, out your back. And then inhale to come all the way to center. Inhale to lift up to tabletop, so bring your knees back into center. On an inhale, drop your belly, open your heart forward, lift your chin slightly, cow. Exhale as you round your back, draw your chin towards your chest. Inhale to take it forwards. And exhale to drop in. Take 2 more rounds at your own pace. As we start to build our yoga practice. A bit of your own creativity, intuitive movement. And on your next inhale, we'll meet all the way back at tabletop. Start to tuck your toes. Inhale, hover your knees, and then start to press your tailbone up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Make sure your biceps are wrapped around your ears, and you can even walk your hands a little bit further forward if you're looking for a bit more length between your toes and your hands. Start to lift and lower your heels one at a time. On an inhale, bend through your knees, take a look forwards, exhale, take one footstep forward at a time. So we make our way to forward fold, Uttanasana. Allow your head and your hands to reach towards your yoga mat. Option to reach your hands behind your legs and then press your torso a little bit closer towards your thighs if you're looking for a deeper stretch. Find this moment of surrender. Truly letting go of all that was before you and letting this moment bring you more deeply into presence. Start to release your hands. Inhale as you slide your fingers all the way up your shins, over your knees. Take your time as you do so. Start to bring your weight into your left foot as your right knee will lift up towards your torso. Reach your arms over your head. So we're coming into our first balancing pose. Engage through your core. Flex your right toes towards your face. Breathe deeply. On an exhale, start to press your right foot back in space. Hinge your hips forward. We'll meet in Warrior 3. So keep extending your fingers forward. Create a line of energy between your right foot, sky. Then exhale. Slowly start to bring your right foot down towards the earth. High lunge. Take a look up towards your fingers. Keep a bend in your front knee. On an exhale, release your hands to your hips. Rotate your right toes towards the right side of the mat. Start to bend through your right knee, straighten through your left. We'll come into Skandasana. So you'll start to bring your hips all the way towards the earth. Your hands can either come out in front of you or you can bring them to heart center. And you have a few options here. So move at a pace and to a spot that feels really right for your specific body. Hips can be a little bit higher if that resonates, or you can bring them even closer towards the earth. Heel can be lowered or lifted. Make this Skandasana yours. Meet your edge, but don't go past it. And then just take a few breaths here. Shift your awareness to the lengthening that's happening in your left leg. Plant your hands in front of you. Start to bend through your left knee. Walk your hands all the way over towards the left. Rotate your body towards the top of the mat. Plant your right palm beside your left. Inhale, left fingertips lift up towards the sky. Create this length all the way from fingertip to fingertip. Keep dropping your left shoulder down your back so your heart opens towards the left. On an exhale, lower your right knee. Option to reach your right heel in towards your glute, lift up your torso, and grab the top of your left foot. If you're meeting us here, you can rest your right hand on your thigh and then rotate your body towards the left. Otherwise, you can stay in that twisted lunge. Go ahead and drop your right foot if you're holding on to it. Rotate your body to face the top of the mat. Lift your back knee and then travel your right foot up to meet your left. Forward fold. Inhale as you start to rise. As you do so, bring your weight into your right foot. We're doing the same thing on the other side. So left knee lifts at the same time. Arms will lift overhead. For an extra balance challenge, you can take a look up towards the sky. And exhale, start to press your left heel back in the space, reach your fingers forwards. And get this long line of energy through your whole body. You can imagine reaching out through the crown of your head towards the top of the mat to get that length in your cervical spine. Firmly press into your right foot so we're not dumping weight into your hip. On an exhale, lower your left foot all the way down towards the earth. Arms lift nice and high. On an exhale, hands come down through center. Rotate your left foot to be parallel. Start to bend through your left leg, straighten out through your right. Come into Skandasana on the other side. Now notice if this side feels any different than the other side. Maybe your hips are higher here or lower on this side. So just bringing our awareness into this space without judgment. See if you can open your left knee even further, wider. And experiment with the position of your hands, either at heart center or reaching out in front of you. Just take your time in this pose. Slow down, listen to your breath. Where is your breath guiding you? Go ahead and reach your hands out in front of you if they're not already there. Start to lift your hips, walk your hands all the way over towards the right. Rotate your body to face towards the top of the mat. Left palm plants on the earth, right fingertips extend all the way towards the sky. So we're building strength in the lower body, finding this expansion through the wingspan. On an exhale, you can lower your back knee towards the mat. Option to bring your heel in towards your glute. Reach your right hand to grab the outside of your foot and bring your left palm to your right thigh. If you're here, take a look over towards your back toes. Find that deeper spinal twist. Start to release your left foot from your hand. Swing your hands in front of you. Lift your back knee. And then step your left foot up to meet your right. Uttanasana. Again, allow your head to relax. Allow spaciousness to be created in the cervical spine and your neck. On your next inhale, slowly start to rise. Again, bring your weight into your left foot. As you do so, right knee comes into your chest. Arms lift overhead. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Now you can stay here practicing your balance, or you can start to open your right knee externally. So you start to get a bit of strengthening in the glute and activation. Another variation is to bring your peace fingers to your big toe and start to straighten through your right leg. So we're opening that hamstring. And just know that you have space here. Keep your leg or as straight as much as feels. For some extra stability, option to bring your left hand to your hip. Roll your shoulders down your back. So you have this nice open heart, open chest. Go ahead and release your foot. Keep it in the sky though. Knee comes back in towards the chest. Notice this strengthening, this heat building within the lower body. Hands come to heart center. Exhale as we travel the right foot back in space and plant it all the way onto the mat. This time, a bit of a shorter stance. So if you need to walk that right foot forward, you can as we meet for our warrior one. Keep your front knee bent. Arms lift overhead once more. Take a look up towards the sky. Really get this length in the lower belly. And then exhale, hands can reach down towards your heart. Shoulder blades, again, wrap behind your back. Start to straighten out through your front leg. If you have your block and you'd like to use it, go ahead and stack it just to the inside of your left foot. Once more, hands will lift overhead. Bring your biceps to wrap around your ears. On an exhale, hinge your hips forward. Reach those fingers towards the top of the mat. Keep kicking your left hip back in space, right hip forward. Engage your core. Exhale, lower your hands all the way towards the block or towards your leg or even towards the earth if they make it there. Try not to force yourself into any position that doesn't feel right for your body. So if you need to be a little bit more lifted in the chest, listen and find that way to nourish yourself. Slight bend in the front knee so we're not locking it out. And then allow your chin to relax towards your chest. Bring your right hand to the block or to the outside of your right leg. On an inhale, reach your left fingertips up towards the sky so we're twisting over towards the left. Again, same principle, rooting down through the right hand, lifting up through the left. Keep sending your right hip forwards as we are in our revolved triangle. Nice sturdy base. On an exhale, release your left hand. Rotate your right toes so they're about parallel to the back edge of the mat. Left hand will reach towards your block or towards the earth. On an inhale, right fingertips lift towards the sky, triangle. Now you have the option to scoot your right leg back just a bit so you can extend your stance. Really working to get this stretch not only in the right side of the body, but in the back of the left leg, in the groin area. So if you don't feel it in the groin quite yet, see what happens if you draw your left hip back. At the same time, keep your chest elevated and open. Take a look up towards your fingers. And exhale, bend through your left knee. Bring your right hand down to meet your left. You can scoot the block out to the side if you have it. And then walk your right foot forwards, forward fold. Same thing on the other side. You've got this. Start to bring your right foot planted firmly on the earth. Inhale, fingers graze over your legs. As they do so, left knee reaches in towards your chest. Arms lift overhead. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Maintain that balance, maintain your breath. If you fall out of it, notice how you treat yourself as you get back into it. Start to open your left knee externally and then reach to the inside of your foot, maybe wrapping to the ankle or towards the toes. Right hand can come to your hip, and then if you're ready to move on to the next variation, you can start to press your heel out in front of you and straighten your leg. If you can press your left foot a little bit wider, so opening that hip externally, see if you can bring yourself there. Create this strong, steady foundation and balance in your body. Start to bring your left knee in towards your chest. See if you can keep it raised. Hands will reach towards heart center. Exhale, press your left back, and then drop it towards the earth. Bend through your front knee. Inhale, arms lift overhead, warrior one. So as we move through this warrior series, building strength in body and mind, notice how that is impacting you in this moment. Meet yourself where you're at. Start to straighten through your front leg. Hinge your hips forward as if somebody is pulling your hands towards the top of the mat. Create this straight line between your tailbone and the crown of your head. On an exhale, hands reach towards your toes. If you want to grab your block and bring it out in front of you, you've got that available. And find your alignment. Right hip back, chin towards your chest. Now is your time to really explore your body. To become aware of the shifts that occur within you from little to big. You can bring your left hand to your block or towards the outside of your right leg. Inhale, right fingertips stretch all the way up towards the sky. Keep pulling your right hip back. On an exhale, right hand reaches towards the earth. Rotate your left foot so it's about parallel. Right hand can reach towards your right foot. And then inhale, left fingertips open up towards the sky. Open your heart space towards the left. Again, you have the option to extend your stance. No matter where you are, once more, right hip reaches back. Imagine your hands are like a ruler, so we're strong in the arms, straight all the way from fingertip to fingertip. On an exhale, let your left hand come down towards your right foot. Move the block out to the side, rotate your body forwards, and then step foot up your right, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, hands will come to shins or to thighs, core is engaged. Take a look down towards your mat. And try to feel your way into creating this length between your tailbone and the crown of your head. So trying not to round in, but really engaging through the full upper body. On an exhale, plant your palms towards the earth, bend through your knees, step one foot back, and then the other, downward facing dog. Pull your knees all the way towards the earth. You can untuck your toes and then shift your hips back towards your heels. Allow your palms to rest on your thighs. Take a strong look forwards. Allow your shoulder blades to wrap around your back. If you have a block and you'd like to use it, you can always rest it under your hips if that feels a bit more supportive to you. Otherwise, if this is too tense on your ankles, you can always come into a toes tucked and make your way there. So now we've made our way into our hero pose. Notice you as the hero that has been there for yourself through your entire practice so far. The one that has nurtured you as a baby. The one that has been your support as a child. And then the one to encourage you as a warrior. Allow yourself to be with this hero aspect of self now. On an inhale, go ahead and walk your hands forward towards the top of the mat. If you need to tuck out your toes or pat out your toes just a little bit, you're welcome to. And then bring your way back down towards your heels, scoot your legs out to either side of you. And then you can walk your hips forward all the way towards the top of the mat. On an inhale, go ahead and reach through the crown of your head. Draw your shoulders down your back, open heart. Exhale to slowly lower all the way towards the earth, bringing your spine all the way down. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Then let your left foot fall onto the earth. Wrap your right ankle over your left thigh. Inhale, left knee comes in towards your chest. You can pull it slightly in with your hands for a deeper stretch, or you can always leave your sole of the foot onto the earth. Release the sole of your foot onto the mat and we'll take it to the other side. So right foot plants, left ankle lifts over, and then right knee can come in towards your chest. You have to soft eyelids closed and notice how you're feeling in this moment. Drop your right foot all the way towards the earth, uncross your left leg. If there's any other movements you'd like to take here before we move into our Shavasana or corpse pose, then you're welcome to. And then whenever you're ready, we'll all meet in our corpse pose. So legs reach out long. You can rest your arms by your side, palms faced up. So as you move through these different stages of self through your practice, notice how you moved through as baby, child, warrior, and hero. Now you rest in your Shavasana, not only having been them, but now not being any of them. Allow yourself to soak up this moment of Shavasana, keeping the other versions of yourself in your heart, but remaining steady in presence. You do have the option to close your eyes or take a soft gaze upwards, and we'll be here for 30 seconds or a minute more. Just allow yourself to be. Now start to take some soft movement in your body, opening up through your fingers and your toes, finding some circles in your wrists, ankles, hips. Option to take your gaze over towards the left and towards the right. And then when you're ready, choose a side to roll onto. And coming into your fetal pose. Allow your bicep to support your ear. And breathe. On an inhale, press into your left palm, lift up through your chest, rise in your rebirth. Come into a seated position, bring the soles of your feet together in front of you, knees out wide as we meet in our butterfly. Heels can reach toward your hips. On an inhale, lift your crown of your head towards the sky. Exhale, hinge your hips forwards, take a look towards your toes. You can optionally bob your knees up and down like a butterfly flapping its wings. And then start to slow down your movement, lift up through your torso. You can bring your into a cross-legged position, and then just plant your palms on your thighs. I invite you to close your eyes and turn inwards. Start to bring your palms to touch at your heart center. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide through this transformation. With much love, with much light, namaste.